information in the discovery of a woman's body in Monroe County. We now know those remains have been in that wooded area for months. The sheriff releasing new information as investigators work around the clock to determine if this is the body of Chelsea Bruck.
We could have that answer sometime this weekend, and identification expected within just 24 to 48 hours. Now, that body discovered in the area of Briar Hill Road and Will Carlton Road. This is in northern Monroe County.
We have Team 7 coverage. Jane Park is in Chelsea Bruck's hometown of Mabee, but we're going to begin with 7 Action News reporter Aaron Baskerville. He's been live at the site in Carlton all day where that body was found. And Aaron, what have you learned tonight?
Stephen and Carolyn, that body was driven away from here, that heavily wooded area in Carlton, just about 2 hours ago or so. And like you said, it will take about 24 to 48 hours before they have an identity on that body. Meanwhile, the family of Chelsea Bruck, also search volunteers, they're all waiting for answers. A team of investigators leaving the scene of where a woman's body was found in a heavily wooded area this afternoon in Carlton. Investigators say the property owner had been using heavy equipment when that discovery was made around 2 this afternoon.
It's unfortunate that they had to discover this in this situation, but they're dealing with it as best they can.
Immediately, volunteers who spent countless hours searching for 22-year-old Chelsea Bruck showed up to the scene. She's the woman who went missing after a Halloween party on October 26th at a farmhouse in Monroe County. Colleen Klutzik is one of those volunteers who watched detectives go back and forth near train tracks on Briar Hill Road.
If by chance there is some resolution of that being her, at least the family will not have to wonder anymore. I mean, I hope it's not her, but whoever it is, a family will have an answer.
Investigators carried bags of evidence back to a makeshift command center in the woods. They believe the body has been there for months but won't talk about the condition. They did say Bruck's family has been notified.
We are in contact with the family. They have been talked to. We do not want to confirm anything yet because we don't have enough information to say yes or no.
The Wayne County Medical Examiner now has the body, so we're still waiting, obviously, 24 to 48 hours before we have any sort of identification. Detectives, though, are keeping this investigation very close to the vest. They aren't releasing many details right now. For now, we're live in Carlton. Aaron Baskerville, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you much, Aaron. I'm sure Chelsea's family is anxious tonight. Now, the search for Chelsea has spanned 3 states. And tonight, people in her hometown can only wait and wonder if the mystery is over. 7 Action News reporter Jane Park continues our Team 7 coverage from Mabee.
In a small farm community like Mabee, word spreads fast, and all night people here have had Chelsea Bruck on their minds. And all around town, glimmers of hope. Purple ribbons still hang around downtown. A busy Friday night for Jeff Thought at his Little Brown Jug restaurant in downtown Mabee. But all night, one thing's consumed his thoughts, that the body Monroe County authorities found in a wooded area in Ash Township hours ago could be the woman everyone here has been looking for the past 6 months. Chelsea Bruck came here often. And in the weeks she first went missing, the restaurant hosted a spaghetti fundraiser to help search efforts.
Knowing there's no other missing women in town, it's, you don't want to speculate, but, again, you hope it's not. You really do.
No one here wants to assume the worst, but everyone wants peace and closure for the family who searched relentlessly for Chelsea, the youngest of 5 siblings. She vanished October 26th. She was last seen at a Halloween party just 8 miles from her home, dressed as a character, Poison Ivy. And as this small farm community of about 500 people waits for any definitive word from the sheriff's office, Chelsea's friends and neighbors continue to pray.
Just that our prayers are with them, and that we're there in their minds, again, hoping that it's not Chelsea, because we still want Chelsea home.
And at the bathroom, at the Little Brown Jug, these flyers for Chelsea still remain, signs that people here are just hoping that body is not her, but above all, they are praying for some type of closure. In Mabee, Jane Park, 7 Action News.
Thank you, Jane. It has been an emotionally draining 6 months for Chelsea's family and friends who refuse to give up on their search.
Just want to hold her and hug her on her home.
Right after her disappearance on October 26th, Chelsea's family mobilized to find her. Along with police, strangers joined an all-out search for any clues.
I'm a mom. It could have been my daughter. It's somebody's daughter.
The only possible lead, this sketch of a man Chelsea may have been with before she vanished. On October 30th, HLN's Nancy Grace picked up the story.
So the partygoers at this out-of-control party really can't identify where they last saw her because they don't even know what she really looks like, much less who she may have been with when she left.
A ribbon campaign showed support for Chelsea and her family as the days turned into weeks and the mystery dragged on. Crime Stoppers joined the hunt in November with a growing reward, and Chelsea's dad made a desperate plea.
Chelsea, if you're out there and you can hear me, you may be weak and tired, but now is the time to break free from your captors.
For 6 months now, the family has manned a command center, distributing flyers in Michigan and across the country. By last count, about 1.25 million flyers sent out. Earlier this month, a possible break. On April 6th, police searched an old industrial site in Flat Rock after getting a tip. They found clothing and other evidence possibly related to the case and sent it to the crime lab for DNA analysis.
Everyone has always been, there's nothing. There's really nothing. And so if the DNA comes back and it was hers, it's our first break in the case, our first something.
Now, we have yet to hear anything about the results of the testing on that evidence. The area where it was found is about 8 miles from the location of the body where it was discovered today, and about 10 miles from where Chelsea disappeared at that Halloween party.